Good morning. It is Thursday in Easter week, and I'm here again with you today to spend some time with you. It is a great joy to be here again and to have gotten to the end of our great struggle of Holy Week and Lent, and now we can rejoice and have a bit of a good time, I hope. So even if we are still struggling under the difficulties of our current circumstances, I think we can still learn to appreciate the joy, I hope, of Easter that Holy Mother of the Church brings to us today. And that's actually what I wanted to focus on today. Is just that I was just reflecting on this idea of the historical moment that we're in right now. And that's really a thing. We're living in history right now. We're actually alive, not just at any moment in history, but we're alive now at a moment in history that's going to be remembered. Now, I know, guessing from the viewership of our videos, there's probably going to be certain naysayers out there who say that, COVID-19 is not a really big deal. It's been fabricated by the government. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to give my opinion on that. But I think regardless of what we think about coronavirus, or whether it's some grand conspiracy, it's definitely something that has marked our time. And if it is a grand conspiracy, then I am the biggest sucker of conspiracies. I am all in. I am totally deceived and scared and just, I've sold my soul to Google anyways, so it's fine. Now, what I mean by that, I didn't actually sell my soul to Google. Trust me, but Google does know everything about me. I've not done a very good job protecting myself from the people in dark rooms listening to us all the time, trying to find out what we're really doing. It's okay, Google. I'm still your friend. Google never talks back. Okay. Anyway, so whatever you think about coronavirus, it is a great event in history, and it has happened, and it is happening, and we are living in that. And it's going to affect us, and it's going to affect our progeny. It's going to affect the people who come after us. And I think there's times in our own reflections of the past where we wonder, what was it like for our ancestors, for our grandparents to live through the Second World War, or later than that, or even earlier than that, our great-great-great-grandparents. What was it like for them to settle in this country for the very first time? I think we've all asked ourselves that question before. What was it like? And our progeny, our children, those who come after us, they're going to ask the same question. What was it like to live through that time? What was the experience like? What were you feeling? What were you doing? And the thing that really struck me is the fact that through all of this making of history that we're in, we are still living our regular lives, altered, changed, touched by recent events, definitely. But we're still just doing our thing. We still have to do our laundry. We still have to make meals. We still have to take care of the mundane tasks of everyday life. Those things never go away. And it struck me as I was going for a walk. It was nice outside, and I went out for a walk. And it was a sunny day, and the birds were singing, and there was a big flock of birds in the trees, and they all flew off, and it made this big fluttering sound. It was really beautiful outside. You could see the flowers blooming. And for some reason, at that moment, it struck me that in the midst of this beautiful sight, we were in the midst of this pandemic. We were in the midst of this moment in history. And yet, despite that, we're still living in the here and now. The world is still the world. God is still God. All of the basic things that keep us going are all still there. And that's very consoling. And I think it's also very revealing that even though we're living in this great moment in history, we're still just living our lives, or I hope we are. I hope we're still just doing what we're supposed to do. I hope we're trying to make things as normal and as they should be as we can. I hope we can do that, because that is the raw material of history. History is made up of these little mundane moments. Not all of them, of course. Most of them, nearly all of them, are not going to be written about in the history books, but they happened. And all of these raw experiences that we all have add up to this era, this moment in history. We are all a part of that. And so all the choices that we make in even the most mundane tasks, even the most insignificant choices that we make each and every day, those little choices make history. We take this raw meat and we cook it and we prepare it and we make it for our progeny. We make it for our children, and they will taste that meal, that story that we've created for them. We make it for them, and we hope that it's healthy. We hope we've made the choices that we will have wished we have made looking into the past from the future. And I hope we can all do that. I hope we can say that we have taken this historical moment and made history in a way that we are proud of, in a way that we can look back on and say that we have provided for our progeny, we've provided for our children in a way that we want. So enjoy the rest of this beautiful Easter week. Thank you for listening, and God bless. I'd like to make one correction to what I said in this video. I realize that as a Catholic priest, almost everything that I say is probably in some way controversial. So I want to make clear that when I say that I am a sucker for conspiracy theories or conspiracies, it doesn't mean that I believe all the conspiracy theories. It means that I doubt all the conspiracy theories, or frankly, I don't believe all the conspiracy theories. Maybe with some exceptions. No, I don't believe the conspiracy theories. That's what I mean when I say that. But I do acknowledge the fact that your phone is able to listen to you even without you realizing it. That is not a conspiracy theory. So, with that clarification made, let us go together and make history doing God's will. Amen.